Mr. Revi Bhaskaran, Chief Executive Officer, Serikandi Holdings. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Serikandi Engineering and Consultancy Services that your company is focusing right now.
Right.
Would you briefly talk the kind of operations that you are doing both in Brunei and in India?
Right. So, Serikandi Engineering and Consultancy Services is a part of Serikandi Group of companies. Serikandi Group of companies established in Brunei in 1974 by its founders. And we started as a small FMCG company, and we have transformed ourselves as a conglomerate in Brunei with various business verticals. We have currently around 5 verticals. One is in oil and gas industry, another one is in FMCG, third one is in hospitality services, fourth one is OSV, offshore service segment, and now we are moving towards renewables as well. So these are the areas that what Serikandi Oilfield Services and Serikandi Group of companies are focusing in. And recently we have opened up our office in Cochin for design engineering and consultancy services. So currently we are around 50 people in Brunei, and we are in India, and Brunei currently we employs more than 2,500 multidisciplinary engineers and workforce from all over the world, and we provide major engineering and consultancy services to companies like Shell, Total and Petronas. And in Brunei, in India, we are looking at a very ambitious plan that we are also looking at providing engineering and consultancy services, same as we are also looking at some strategic investment that we could bring into India, as well as if there are any engineering companies or construction companies or even petrochemical manufacturing companies that who wish to participate in projects in India and Brunei, we would also look at them to come over and invest together with us.
So there are two aspects to it. One is Indian companies focusing on Brunei as manufacturing.
Right.
And the second is you are looking at investment in Indian companies.
Correct.
who are focusing on petrochemical sector for an investment that you are thinking.
Sure, yeah.
So how are you trying to balance these two at the same time and make a niche for your company?
Right. See, Brunei predominantly being an oil and gas dominant country, and nowadays we know that world is going towards renewables and reduction of the carbon footprint. So this is the area that we are looking at. Maybe Brunei's production is now moving towards natural gas more, and we have a lot of feedstocks available, and it's also one of the strategic vision of Brunei's government that they have a vision called Vision 2035, in which Brunei government is looking at economic diversification. So during this economic diversification, we found there is an opportunity for the feedstock to be used for developing downstream petrochemical specialty chemicals as well. So this is one of the areas that we are looking at, and apart from that, now we have an engineering office in India, and we are seeing the potential of the growing Indian market, where we are also looking at if there is an investment that we could bring it from Brunei and invest in India for some of the petrochemical activities as well.
Presently, there are 3 hot areas of, one is on digital transformation,
Right.
other is net zero,
Yeah.
and the third is sustainability.
Correct.
Does your engineering and consultancy services company based in India will look into all these 3 aspects?
Yes, we are looking at digital twin, and also for renewables and sustainability, there are areas that we are looking at green hydrogen. So there are certain technologies that we are looking around and working around, and there is a lot of research and development is done on that field as well. And also we have some partners that we are working along. And apart from that, solar, because currently our group we will be having a 30 megawatt a project in Brunei that we will be investing, and we will be building and operating. And as you know that we have an agreement with Brunei government, and that project will start as soon as possible. Most probably by end of this year, the project will be completing. So definitely that all the back-end engineering services are being provided by our engineering group as well. So we are looking into that, and we are looking at scaling it up. And there is another project that we are talking about at the moment is for 200 megawatt project. So slowly, even though Brunei, in the Brunei footprint in the world is small, and we are a very small country with 500,000 population, but as far as the country is concerned, country considered as a developed country in Southeast Asia, and in Southeast Asia there is a lot of natural resources available. So we are looking at capturing it, and either moving into CCSU, that is carbon capturing area, because of oil and gas reservoirs and all that. And apart from that, also looking at green hydrogen, where we are in a tropicals, so we have enough sunlight available, and also natural gas is available. So we will be looking at either looking at producing green hydrogen, converting into ammonia, transport it out from Brunei, or use it in the region as well. So there are a lot of plans in our in pipeline, but currently it is all looked into. Some feasibilities are going on, but green hydrogen, the market is still it's not as sustainable as with other businesses because of the cost factor. So, I believe that in long-term basis, this industry will change and the price will drop, and it will be more economically viable. Yes. So, in a nutshell, yes, we are looking at all these aspects.
So, traditional engineering solutions you are keeping in Brunei, and the new generation technologies or services you are planning to ship to Kochi or India?
No, we are using it as a hybrid model, because we work with a large number of international companies from Southeast Asia. So our representative office in Malaysia and Singapore is drawing that attention, and we are bringing it to Brunei, because Brunei is a larger base for us. But from there, that we will take it up to India, where we will try to develop some of the niche areas what India is required for. So we will utilize our foreign connections and foreign network. That network will be bringing more technologies towards us, and that technology we will be trying to deliver it to Brunei, India as well.
And so Singapore and Malaysia, or you also have clients in Singapore and Malaysia?
We have our offices in Malaysia and Singapore. We are also have partners, because our company is not only working as an independent company, but we do have a lot of international partners what we are working along with. So there are companies, they required services in Southeast Asia, that we are always there to support them.
So why are you not bringing those expertise to your Indian division?
No, that's a plan. So initially, now we are running with what is our best. So the market is as such, you cannot come with half-cooked material. So what we need to do is that what we are having expertise in oil and gas industry over so many years. So we know, and also of course the petrochemicals and EPC, EPCM projects and all that. So we want to bring that niche to, I won't say it is niche, but it is more expertise and more experience that what we are having. We bring in that capabilities here, build a footprint in India, then from there we will bring in other capabilities what we have, or other expertise what we have. That's the plan.
In another 45 days, there will be new financial year, which starts from April. So what's your plan for the new year, sir?
At the moment, it's premature to say, because at the moment we are focusing on the particular office, in Cochin office. We started 2 years ago, just after COVID. After COVID, things were recovering and all that. And we started with 3 people. Now we are around 50 within 2 years' time. So we are looking at that numbers to be increased to 250 to 500 people. That's the numbers on engineering services. So that will be multidisciplinary engineering services, what we want to look at. And once we have that, and we have that stability, then we will be looking at more investment in that particular segment, with more advanced technological development as well.
And what about the Brunei operations?
Brunei's operations are going on. We are diversifying, as I said earlier, that we are just moving towards renewable. So we will be doing one of the first largest renewable project in Brunei. That's a 35 megawatt project that we will be having a Brunei government as partner in that. So we are having a kind of arrangement with GLC. So one of the GLC is taking up 35% share in that, and we will be building and operating it. And it's a 25 years project.
Anything more you'd like to add?
looking at importantly is that what I see in Southeast Asia, the Indian companies' presence in Southeast Asia is very limited. Our focus, which I have seen, is mainly in Middle East. So I think recently Prime Minister has visited Brunei as well during his visit to Singapore, and I think there was some bilateral discussions happening around, and we are trying to bring in some Indian investments to the region. So Brunei is one of the area where the political stability is there. Financially, it's the country can invest, and there is a lot of petrochemical opportunities available. So, and also country position in the same time zone as China. I think Indian companies should be looking at how could we bring our capabilities back there into that region and start bringing a little bit more influence towards Indian investments than just focusing on Chinese investments. So at the moment the market is dominated by Chinese investment due to their time zone, close proximity as well as relationship, but India has also got large Indian diaspora available in that region. So if there is a possibility, I'm ready to take up that challenge and support some of that initiatives as well.